Hey y'all, my name is Jasmine Jones and I am a licensed clinical social worker, and you are now watching Black Girl, a therapist in the wild. And this is a little show I like to call Therapist Sips and Reviews. Today we are reviewing episodes 8 and 9 of Abbott Elementary Season 2. Episode 8, which is Egg Drop, and episode 9, which is Sick Day. How y'all doing? Okay, so these episodes, it kind of shows, like, I feel like it shows Janine. She got deeper mental health issues than I had thought. And I think her coworkers are becoming affected by it and stuff too. And I'm just like, what's going on, Janine? What's happening, girl? Because so let's get to the egg drop. Let's start there. So in this episode, we got Janine trying to butt in once again on an administrator, a school, a teacher's, activity. They're having this mid semester meeting or something with all the faculty and staff, and Ava's trying to see like where all the teachers are at with their stuff and what their goal is for the rest of the school year or some shit like that. And this 8th grade teacher stands up and he's just like, oh, I'm going to need a donation of eggs for my egg drop activity. If you've ever been in an American school and around middle school, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, sometimes even late elementary school, they do this science project about physics where something about wrapping an egg up real good and you drop it from a high place and it doesn't crack. I don't know. Velocity, mass, force, all of that. I remember I did it when I was a kid. I don't know. Anyways, he's standing up talking about, I'll need donations for eggs. And then Janine asked, and then even Melissa was just like, oh Lord, here we go. Janine asked, go stand up and be like, that sounds fun. Like, bitch, this is a lesson for the 8th graders. What's going on? This is not some like, oh, let's share this activity. That's like you in school and like your class is doing a special project and then you're in the 8th grade and then some teacher from 2nd grade is like, we want to do the project with you too, even though the project is a part of their lesson plan that he's teaching and it's more advanced than your students can do. And I'm just like, okay, girl. So she wants to join and do the project. And then on the flip side, we got Barbara over here. And she is having an existential crisis because Barbara's like a super Christian. She's like one of them Christians that are kind of cringy, where like she just judges things and it's not right because the Bible says thou shalt not judge. I just pray for people when I see them doing things that may be questionable, or maybe make me have a side eye, just like as long as they're not hurting themselves or anybody else. I just was like, oh, God bless. Like, I just saw this thing online. The Church of Satan or something is charging $10 to undo people's, baptisms. Now, one, the Church of Satan does not believe in Satan. I don't know if it's called it, because there's one that does and one that doesn't. They have no religion. They're basically atheists, and they, are just basically trolling Christians pretty much. And so, I was just like, well, they doing what they doing, God bless, because, just send a little sparkle just in case it does disturb some spiritual things and that may try to come after them for messing with other people's spiritual things and stuff like that. Like, I just, God bless, and moved on about my day. It was like, they're doing what they're doing. That's none of my business. The people that are paying the $10 for people to people that don't even have a religion to undo their baptism. Like, they're not doing a spell or witchcraft, or they don't believe in anything. They just call themselves the Church of Satan just to fuck with people. So, like, it's just like you're paying them $10 to do nothing. But, the words are powerful, and actions and movements and things like that are powerful. So, God bless you. I hope that, you thrive and do what you do, and you don't disturb any forces or anything playing around with this shit. That's all I'm saying. You don't play with shit like that. That's all I'm saying. But that's none of my business. But Barbara over here It's the girl. It's not the girl from Glee. It's the girl that looked like her, and I forgot her fucking name. Because they look exactly, they look like sisters. They look like fraternal twins. That's how they look. And so Amber Riley is the girl from Glee. And then the other girl, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. I will put it somewhere because, she's famous and stuff. And the girl from Glee and her need to get their comeuppance because they both can sing and do things and act and stuff. They both deserve their roses. They're magical people. But anyways, it's the girl from Glee's not twin. And she coming into class with like bitch tattooed across her chest, and she got on a jacket one day with slut across it. And I'm just like, you got an interesting, in my mind, I'm just going, oh, she got an interesting style. I don't think she should be displaying that in front of the children because one of them little kids was about to spell the word slut and ask the teacher what it meant. But otherwise, it's none of my business what you do. But for Barbara feels like she needs to make this person change. And I'm just like, why, Barbara? She's assuming things about this woman. Like, oh, here's a brochure for a group for single mothers. Why are you assuming she is a single mother, Barbara? Where is that coming from, Barbara? The bitch has had a wedding ring on ever since she came to your class. You just didn't even look at her hand. You just automatically assumed. And I was just like, girl, some black folks out there do be crabs in a barrel. It is what it is. We are traumatized. We are traumatized people. And some people's responses to trauma can often be very toxic. And so it is what it is. And so, but I also think that there's other cultures out there that also can have crabs in the barrel. Look at the Latinos for Trump. And there's blacks for Trump and Asians for Trump, and you know what I mean? So all of our cultures have some shit in it, but mainly white people because they rule the world. So, they started this shit, okay? We were living in our countries, minding our fucking business. And you came in there and said, oh, savages, y'all don't bathe. Y'all don't bathe your legs. A good portion of y'all are proudly saying you don't take a bath every day, not even every other day. And some of you even was saying you in the summertime, you consider the pool a bath for your children. I wish the fuck. So we never forget the originators of this because they started the disease of discrimination, prejudice, and racism. And then it spread like a cancer. And now we got colorism, misogynoir, and all sorts of shit. So let's not forget where it comes from. But, Barbara over here tripping. Like, I would need you to, tone it down a notch. Like, she is her own person. The child was getting good grades in class, doing well, happy child. Kind of side-eyed when she was talking about her mama told her that, she needs to know what flowers are, what good flowers are, so men don't get her cheap flowers one day. But you know what? Shit. The things we have to teach our little girls because of men, it is what it is. It's none of my business. How is that hurting her? How is that hurting her, really, though? You know what I mean? She needs to know to have standards. And I'm not going to judge this person, this character, for teaching her daughter character to just be aware that niggas ain't shit at an early age. Not that niggas ain't shit, but just to know what she wants. She wasn't teaching her that niggas ain't shit. She was teaching her that you need to know what you want so you can demand what you want when you get older. And if someone is not going to give you what you want, then you need to be okay with moving on and finding someone that will give you what you want. That's what she was teaching her daughter, because you don't teach children that niggas ain't shit. We're trying to get this out of the children's system so they can grow up happy and whole, especially the little boys. You know what I mean? So anyways, stay on Barbara for a minute, because most of these episodes was Janine acting a mess. So anyways, Barbara is like, girls, I need you to stop. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, I shouldn't feel slightly ashamed to mention that I believe in God and I worship God, but I do sometimes, because it's like people like that come through and then they put their face on the face of God, and then nobody likes God. And I'm just like, You making it bad for the rest of us who actually abide by the Bible, and just leave people the fuck alone to do what they want. Send a little God bless you here and there quietly and in private, and then move on. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean? Why? And so anyways, Barbara talks to Ava. Surprisingly, Ava is giving good advice. She's just like, well, why don't you talk to her and get to know her and like apologize? And I don't see the problem with her. Like, it is what it is. And so Barbara at the end of the episode finally goes to the girl and it's just like, I apologize for assuming things about you and da-da-da. And the girl's just like, no, I understand, you know, I've had these experiences before and people treat me this way before. I think she just wants to be herself regardless, but it's like, you're around children. You can't be walking around with big old tattoos of bitch across your chest around second graders. And no, she teaches kindergartners and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, girl, like, but all of this could have been a simple see, a lot of these things can be simple conversations. All you had to do was pull the girl to the side and be like, hey, you know, there's like kindergartners in here. And one of them the other day asked me what SLUT meant. And I had to make up some random acronym so they would know what it actually meant. And so that's off-putting and awkward for the children. So if you could like cover up the curse words when you drop your daughter off or something, because they're really young and, you know, they don't need to be knowing all of this stuff right now. And I don't feel like being in a position to be asked questions about things and then try to make up stuff and then they go home and tell their parents. You know, I probably wouldn't go into all that, but it's a video, so I'm gonna go into it right now. And, you know, they go home and tell their parents and then they come into school cussing me out, asking me where they learned the word bitch. You know what I mean? You know, I love your freedom of expression. It's magical. You always got to throw a positive in there when you're telling somebody about themselves. So, you know, it kind of softens it because they're not a bad person. So, you know, I love your freedom of expression. That's magical. You're an individual and all those things. But I just need you to cover that up when you come up into school because there's kids in here. It was simple conversation. And the girl seemed like she was... What is that word? Amiable? She was amiable to it because I can't think of another word. And I read a lot of books. So it's not that I'm trying to be smart when I say big words. It's more so that I can't think of the smaller word. And so the only word that comes to mind is a big word. So the girl was amiable. She was just like, okay, that's cool. I could do that. And so, you know, she said she would come into school and, you know, not be wearing the slut jacket and the bitch across her chest showing to all the children. And that's the vibe. That's the vibe. I don't understand why Barbara couldn't just have that conversation. And that just means Barbara got some hangups. She got some issues. She got some problems with judging people. And she needs to work on that. You know, she's a very lovely character, you know, but she has some issues and some problems with judging people. And she needs to work on that. It's not nice, Barbara. That's not okay. You can't be mean to people who aren't doing anything to you and are just living their lives and not hurting themselves or anyone else. That's none of your business, girl. Like, it's none of your that's why the Bible says thou shalt not judge, because that's none of your fucking business what they're doing as long as they're not hurting themselves or anybody else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right. So that pissed me off because that's triggering for me. I just feel like, you know, what is this like need to control other people and their decisions and their choices and things like that as long as they're not hurting themselves or anybody else or children. You know what I mean? I have to put that as a caveat because some people just be acting like that they're dense or something, like they don't understand what I'm saying. So I always have to add that whenever I say do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, because people will take some shit and be like, oh, she's a therapist. She said, do whatever you want. And then just run with that shit. And like, who knows? Who knows? I don't want to be involved in none of that though. So I'm going to always add that just so nobody can say, well, she watched her on YouTube and she said, do whatever you want. And now this bitch over here dead or some shit. Nope. You're not going to come for me. God bless. I don't know where I'm going. But anyways, Barbara learned a little bit of a lesson, but not a lot. Like, she just kind of, it showed on her face at the end, because the girl showed her lip ring, and I guess it had some engraving on it, and the girl thought it was really cute and cool and shit, and Barbara just was like, looking, and then, like, she has this look of horror when they show her on the other screen, like, by herself, the interview screen. And then she just slowly turns that look of horror into a smile. And I'm just like, is she like using God to like cover up negative feelings and stuff and act like she doesn't, faith without works is death. You can't just sit there and be like, I always like to say, like, you can't sit there and then think that God's just going to send you a shit ton of money. Like, you still got to walk to the liquor store and buy the lottery ticket, girl. You can't just sit there and act like we're not in the Garden of Eden where God was just handing us apples into our mouths while we laid on the grass naked. We have to actively work for ours, and then God will just guide us along the way to make sure that we don't hit too many potholes and shit, and guide us to where we need to go and shit, and help us accumulate the things that we deserve and manifest the stuff and things like that. And so you still got to put in work and shit. And so, she using God to cover up some shit. And so, same thing with her daughter. Trying to force her daughter to not do the job that she's doing and come work over closer to her and do all this other stuff. And it's like, girl, you got to let people be who they need to be. That's their journey, and you coming up trying to disrupt you don't know where their journey is going to lead them. It may even lead them to a destination that matches with what you want for them and shit. You don't fucking know, but you coming and interrupting their journey and hurting them when they obviously either don't want to hear it, don't care, or just are not in a place of healing to hear anything, or their life is fine and they don't want to change, and they're happy and they're great and wonderful, and just because their happiness doesn't look like your happiness, you want to come along and say that's wrong, bitch. No, that's not what we do. So Barbara, I need you to get your life, because she like one of them church ladies that I used to go to church with when I was younger, and it's just like, girl, you need to mind your business. You need to mind your business. You need to go to therapy and process why you need to judge other people and control other people when you think that they're not doing what you want them to do. And so let's get back to Janine. So Janine over here just having a whole anxiety meltdown, trying to get these kids to make these eggs. And then she thinks that she did it right without researching at all what the actual experiment is for the 8th graders. And so she get up on this ladder, scared of heights, and start dropping these eggs, and they all crack and break. And then she had this whole meltdown because she doesn't want the kids to experience failure. Because she experienced failure and she didn't like it. Like, she never learned how to tie her shoes because somebody made fun of the fact that she couldn't tie her shoes. And so then she started wearing Velcro shoes. Now she's worn Velcro shoes forever. Girl, if you don't learn how to tie your fucking shoes, I just need Janine to learn how to tie her shoes. I know she don't know how to tie them because she's still wearing the Velcro shoes. I don't care. You can say, oh, she probably just wears them because they're comfortable. No, bitch. She don't know how to tie her fucking shoes. And then she doesn't want the kids to ever experience mistakes. And Gregory stays behind after school to teach her about the project because he was going to go hang out with Amber, the mom. And you know what? Gregory is living a healthy life. Because after these 2 episodes, I'm just side-eyeing Janine. I'm just like, Janine, if the next episode ain't you in therapy, I'm gonna need you to figure it out, because you got your coworkers looking at you like, girl. You got Gregory looking at you like, wow, you have those kind of spirals a lot, huh? Girl, you can't just keep having experiences in the school and learning from them and hoping that you'll be fine. No, shit keeps happening with her. Like, her anxiety is a lot. Like, she got PTSD. It is what it is. She got chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. She has had emotional abuse and neglect since childhood. Her mom neglected her. Her mom didn't show her love. Then she was in this fuck ass relationship with this guy since high school that never showed her love or care or cared about how she felt. Like, she had to go to the school. In the second episode, when she's sick, she said she went to school with a migraine while she was with Tariq. I was like, so your man didn't like try to talk to you or comfort you or heal you or do anything? He just let you go. I'm tired. So she got PTSD. She got some shit where a bunch of traumas kept happening consistently throughout her life to where now she's just on edge all the fucking time. Like, she's on edge, and it's making me on edge. It was starting to make me feel like that Ashley girl, but that Ashley girl just got ADHD. Like, Janine is distressed. Janine is, it's palpable. Her distress is like, girl, I need you to calm the, I need Janine to calm the fuck. I need her to go therapy. No, like, she is distressed. Like, the only thing that's keeping her together is that fucking school. If she didn't have that school, I don't know what she would do. I don't know because she over here, and then like Gregory basically calms her down and she figures out that it's okay to make mistakes. I learned a lesson today. And I'm like, girl, is every time you need to learn a lesson, it's going to be to the detriment of the faculty and staff and students at the school? Because one time you needed to learn a lesson, you turned all the fucking lights off at the school. And I'm tired, and they just, you know, they comforting her and they there for her, but it's just like, girl, like, no one's, Gregory be coming in with the wisdom, but I'm like, Gregory, like, you're not going to tell her she needs to go to therapy? Like, you're not going to do that, Gregory? You're not, all the wisdom in the world, but you ain't going to say, Janine, I think you might need to, you know, go see a therapist about, like, what do you think? Because it sounds like you have these spirals a lot, and this sounds uncomfortable. Like, don't you want to, like, talk to somebody about that? Or, you know, just put a bug in her ear, because ain't one scene come up that where somebody was saying anything like that. Because I've been looking for it. I've been looking to clock that motherfucker so bad, but no, not one scene, and I'm just so confused. Gregory in this episode is like, you know, he just, you can tell, like, I feel in my spirit he is high functioning autistic. Like, I feel it. Like, so he's trying to teach Janine about the project, and Janine's getting frustrated because she don't understand. And so she started mimicking his voice, and instead of like taking it as a joke or like understanding that it was just her being funny or whatever, he's like, I don't sound like that. Like, very seriously, straight face, I don't sound like that. Why are you? And then Jacob does it at the end, and he's like, Jacob did it for the teacher, that the 8th grade teacher, because Jacob feels like the 8th grade teacher doesn't like him, and come to find out the 8th grade teacher doesn't like him, but he's very cordial, and I guess passive aggressive in his cordialness or whatever, you know. And sometimes I just make up words. There you go. And his cordialness, and you know, Jacob clocks it, but you know, Gregory's just like seeing it straightforward as it is. No, he's just nice to you. I don't understand. He's always nice. Every time he comes around, he's always nice to you. And Jacob's just like, you know what, Gregory, whatever, nigga. So Gregory's like very just straightforward. And then like, he's commandeered the garden. So he buried a rib bone in the garden. And then when Jacob and Brenda went out there to start digging around it, they found a rib bone, and they was like, oop. Melissa was like, nope. And then just walked the fuck away. And then he picks it up and he goes, this is my garden. Just like, okay, I think that's like a fixation for him, and probably like a calming thing. It's like stimming, you know, that repetitive motions that people do to help calm themselves and stuff like that. I think that's what it is. And so I just think it's cute the way that it pops up randomly throughout the show, and it's just like, if you don't know what autism looks like, you probably wouldn't clock it. You probably just think he was weird. But I was like, oh, there it is. And you know, I am rooting for him and Janine, but Janine got too many. Girl. Girl. Gregory can just live his life for right now. You know, Janine need a few years. She got too much shit going on. Maybe there'll be a whole few episodes of her actually in therapy. to illustrate what therapy looks like for the world in a hopefully they make it look like a decent way, because when they have therapists on shows like, and if that show You on Netflix, when he went to see whatchamacallit from Full House, Uncle Jesse, and he was seeing him as a therapist, and this nigga gonna pull out a joint in the middle of session and start smoking it, and I was just like, you can't, like, you could get your license taken for, like, if the client tells the board that where we're certified that you're smoking in session, smoking weed of all things in session, you can get your license taken. I was just appalled. I was just like, is he smoking weed? He was like, he pulled out his little cachet of joints and was like, you don't mind, do you? And then he pulls it out, and I'm just like, sir, you can't do that. What are you, and I've heard of inappropriate therapists in real life and shit like that, but like, them people that don't happen often like that. Like, therapists will sleep with their clients, which is a very bad thing, and you can get your license taken from you if you sleep with your clients. But like, shit like that, smoking and doing drugs in a session and shit, like, you don't hear about shit like that too often. And so I'm just, and you shouldn't sleep with, I would feel disgusted to sleep with a client, because it's like, I'm helping you, I'm in a position of power trying to help you get better and heal, and then I know so much about you that I could possibly manipulate that or something like that, and you would probably feel beholden. That shit is weird. That shit is fucking weird, and I would never do. Ew. It's like they're my children. Like, it's gross. Like, they're not my children. I don't see them as children, but it's kind of like when you put it in that arena, it's kind of like that dynamic. It's like, ew, why would I do? That's a feeling. That's the ill that I feel, like, ew. But it's like, so if they do have a whole therapist arc episode or few episodes, I really hope that they do it correctly and do it in a way that would make people want to go to therapy. That would be awesome. But she need to go, They said Gregory living his life. He ended up married to somebody else. That's Janine's fault. She fucked up. She fucked up. I don't care. Because she keep giving them the sad eyes every time he mention a bitch. Stop it. So she like him and he like her, but it's like, I feel like he doesn't know how to approach her at this point. So he's just looking at her every time something happens. He's just like, he's there to comfort her, but it's just like, girl, are you okay? What's going on? So I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about that right now, because she's just in a toxic place with her anxiety. Not a toxic place where she's manipulative or hurtful, but it's like, it's toxic to herself. She's toxic to herself. Like, she don't know how to respond to her anxiety, so she overdoes things and overthinks things. And so this whole episode was just like a mess. And I'm tired of her having to learn lessons in the school setting. I need her to go to therapy. Okay, that was the end of that episode. She learned her lesson. She allowed the kids to make mistakes. She did a different experiment that was for school age. She tied the balloons to the eggs and had them float up to the ceiling. Apparently she didn't see the ceiling fan and they all popped and fell, and then she it was like, oh look, we failed, it's science, and the kids were all happy and shit. And it's just like, yeah, Gregory's right. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn from that shit. Like, you don't need to make mistakes to learn. Like, there are like people that can just watch shit on movies and stuff like that and then just be like, oh, I don't want that type of person in my life. Or just have a conversation with a good parent and be like, oh yeah, I don't want to involve myself in things like that. Some people can learn from that, but other people, what happens is usually you are having maladaptive behaviors, so let's say like you might self-sabotage. So like, that if you finished your paper for school early it would be done early. You wouldn't have to think about it. But instead, you put it off, you put it off, you put it off until the next day. And for some people that works. That worked for me all through college. But for some people, the consequence may be they fall asleep midway through the paper. And then they're late in turning in the paper. And then they may have a professor or teacher or whatever that doesn't give them an extension. So that was a build-up and a climax. The climax is the mistake. But there was a build-up usually to it. Now, sometimes mistakes can just happen. You walking outside, you trip and fall and stuff like that. But the really big mistakes and stuff where people are just like lamenting, why God, and all this other stuff, I want you to think back to how many times you were doing the same thing, and because nothing super bad was happening, you just kept doing the same shit. Like, oh, I'm going to keep doing a California roll. Get to the stoplight, get to the stop sign, and just gently keep driving past it. I've never been pulled over by the cops. Who cares? And then one day you get pulled over by the cops and you just happen to be black. Here's the climax to that is that, now the mistake was getting pulled over by the cop. Now, if the cop turned out to be racist and an asshole and wants to take advantage of your vulnerability of being pulled over, now that's not your fault. But the mistake was I got pulled over by the cops. That was a consequence of my doing a California roll. And I'm not saying I never do them. I'm just giving an example. And so it was a build up to a mistake that now you have either a ticket or, yeah, that's the goal of getting pulled over by the cops. If you actually did something wrong, is you get a ticket and you go home. Now if the cop shoots you 50 times in the chest, that had nothing to do with who you are as a person. That had to do with that cop being a dick. And, think of that. That was years of the cop giving into his racist inclinations and thinking it was okay to demean people. And because he wasn't getting in trouble and his friends were all like that and everybody was praising him, he never thought to fix it or say, hey, this might not be okay to not see other people of different skin colors as human beings. And then the climax was you shot somebody 50 times in the chest because you were angry that day and you took it out on a black person or whatever. And now the consequence of that is hopefully you go to jail. Hopefully you go to jail. Hopefully you get the death penalty for capital murder because that's what it is. But they don't. They just go to jail. If they do go to jail. But let's say that cop did that. Goal is that the consequence of that in a perfect world would be that he would go to jail. And so the buildup of the toxic ideology that you've had for your whole life has ultimately climaxed into this huge mistake, this huge thing that happened where it ended up having a detrimental effect on your life. That's why, I always say mistakes are stopping points for you to remember to slow down and think through what kind of behaviors have you been doing in your life that got you to this place, and what can you change in your own behaviors? Maybe that's getting rid of toxic people. Maybe that's working on yourself. Maybe that's meditation. Maybe that's starting to do your papers earlier in the semester or whatever it is, so that this big thing doesn't end up happening again. But like I said, all mistakes are not some buildup because of something you did. You driving regular and I don't know, somebody hit you from behind. Is that even a mistake or is that an accident? Accident is you didn't know it was going to happen. Mistake is kind of like you were doing something and then you messed up on it. So I guess like a good portion of mistakes could be like a buildup of toxic behavior. And then maybe like there's some that are just kind of like mistakcidents. You're mistakcidents. You didn't mean that shit to happen. But because you wasn't paying attention or some shit, it happened. And it feels like a mistake. And then there's just random shit that happens because negativity just happens. So, like an earthquake or like some shit like that. It's like there's random occurrences that just happen that's negative. There's mistakes that are buildups. There's mistakes that are just kind of like misaccidents where you didn't build up anything. It just happened. And then, what else did I say? Y'all can rewind it. You know what I said. Anyway, So he's right. You need to learn from mistakes. If you're going to get anything from a mistake, you might as well get something positive from it. You know, science is, you have to make a mistake to learn how to do something right. Like, I think of it as a video game. You know, I'm playing a video game and I get to the first checkpoint, and then on my way to the second checkpoint, I die. So in playing the video game, I try to figure out the mistake I did so I don't die again, so I can get to the third checkpoint and then get to the end of the level. And then because I learned how to avoid or do whatever, maneuver or whatever, and not die again, now I'm not going to die, most likely won't die that way again, the more I practice doing the thing, avoiding the thing that killed me in the first place. You know what I mean? On a video game. So it's like, mistakes put you in a position to practice and hone your skills and learn how to, you know, advance yourself. But with no practice, there's no honing of skills a lot of time. So yeah, you kind of have to make mistakes in your life. You know, it shouldn't be like big things that cause you great harm, but sometimes the big ones are because of behaviors that lead up to a big climax because you've been doing the same thing and thinking was okay, and maybe there was little consequences, but it wasn't that big of a deal and it went away, so you just kept doing it until the big consequence came, and that was the checkpoint in your life to say, I need to slow down and think about the behaviors that I'm doing that may have led up to this point, and learn how to redirect myself around that shit so that I can do better going forward from this checkpoint, shit like that. So anyways, we get to episode 9, sick day. In this episode, I truly feel there is a slight sense of like Janine could be self-harming if this mental health shit was any deeper. If some shit happened and she went into a deep depression, I wonder, you know, not paying rent for 3 months, that's self-harming. So I wonder if she's ever been physically self-harming. So anyways, what happens here? This is an Ava Janine story mostly. And Barbara and Melissa are in it too, but so they're at school. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, they're at school and they're in the, you know, the little teacher's lounge and shit like that. And Ava is like, you know, she always on a hustle selling stupid shit. And so she emptied the refrigerator and put all these, you know, these little gel eye masks in there because she's going to start selling them and stuff like that. I mean, you can just go on AliExpress and buy a whole shit ton of them things and put your face on it and then sell it. You didn't have to, like, I don't know, she made it from scratch. I don't know what she did, but they was burning people's under eyes and shit, talking about it's going to stay cool for 11 hours. You know, you can become over moisturized. Like, you know how your hand gets pruny when it's in the water too long and shit like that. Like, your body can start getting that way too. You can be over moisturized. You're not supposed to keep no face mask on, moisturizing your eyes for 11 hours. You know, too much. Ooh, spit came out. That's nasty. Anyways, too much of a good thing. Oh well, we're free here. We're free and wild in this place. So too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So she emptied the refrigerator out and then put all the food on the damn windowsill. And this girl, Janine, gonna go and she had a tuna sandwich. First and foremost, fish carry parasites. You know, if they're not properly like cleansed and whatever they do and stuff like that. And even then, sometimes like I was looking at this video and it was saying how like, 70 to 80% of salmon has some kind of worm parasite. That's why I don't eat salmon. Nope. I've seen too many videos with salmon with worms in it. Now they're saying it's normal for salmon to have worms and you have to like cook it a certain way or whatever the fuck to make sure that you kill. And I'm just like, people eat that shit raw. You know what I mean? Like, I'll eat sushi and I'll eat raw fish occasionally, but I don't do it a lot just because of the whole like worm parasite situation. I don't like worms. I don't. But don't get it twisted. Cause people will take your phobias and be like, have severe things going on with them, and then, you know, try to, like on Saw and shit like that. I always thought if I was on Saw and they tried to get me with some worms, something inside of me will shut down uncomfortable feelings so I can get away from stuff. So like, I've had experiences where I needed to get away from a situation or something like that, and it was raining or something, and I had a worm on my boot, and it was gross, and I was really like, I freeze when I see worms. But I said, fuck this shit. I'll deal with this later. You know, so no, I don't think I can get got with my phobias, because I'm too, the need to get away is stronger than the phobia. I don't think I can got, because, you know, that shit be happening and shit. I be watching too many scary movies. Like, this bitch be telling you they phobias and shit. Next thing you know, the killer trying to kill you with your phobia. But anyways, yeah, I mean, like, I just don't like, they're disgusting. Like, I feel like they don't have feet. Like if you, like, I can do caterpillars. I held little silkworms in my hand when I was in school and shit, because they had little feet, you know. But like, worms, no, they don't. Snakes, snails, they don't got feet. They just slither. Like, they can slither right underneath your skin and into your body. That's what I imagine. I just, yes. So yeah, I don't do, you know, I try not, I stay away from salmon, because no, we're not doing that. But I do occasionally have raw fish and sushi and shit like that. But you know that even in the refrigerator, seafood don't last that long. Why the fuck would she talking about? She picked that motherfucker up and was eating it, even though Jacob was just like, you know, my lecture on such and such should prepare you for, because he got some kind of stomach thing, parasite or whatever, when he was in Peru, should prepare you for this, and you're not gonna eat that, right? Jacob be coddling her too. I think he knows that, like, she's severely there's something going on with it. If we have an episode and Janine try to kill herself, I'm gonna be upset. There's something wrong with Janine. Okay, this is more intense than I thought, and she went through a lot of trauma. Years of neglect by your mom. That's a lot of trauma. That's going home every day and your mom act like you don't exist, and this is the only person that's supposed to be taking care of you and shit. Like, no, this is a lot. And then with this dude that was taking advantage of her and shit, she just, you can feel it. This girl can act, because I feel it on her. Every time I see her on the screen, I just be like, she is just raw. She is in distress. She needs to go to therapy. Her coworkers can only support her so much. Her friend can only support her so much. It's like, in some episodes you see growth, but because the thing is that, yes, she's learning some lessons, but every episode should not be her having some anxious meltdown that is a detriment to the school. Yo shit caused all the toilets in the school to be broken, girl, because of your anxiety. Like, do you see how that is a detriment to everything around you, because you get so anxious and your only coping skill is fixing shit, to the point where you break some shit because you over fixed it. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So she up here eating this parasitic bacteria infected chicken sandwich, tuna salad sandwich. Oh my gosh, I think I'm thinking of that thing on TikTok. It's a chicken salad. You gotta get you one. It's good. Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
From where?
81st Deli.
What's on it?
Superior. I got chicken, pickles, banana peppers, bell peppers, tomatoes, onions. And she just like, oh no, it tastes good. The sun has warmed it. The sun's the oven. The sun is the microwave, or some stupid shit. And then the next day, she's shitting out and throwing up, but this bitch trying to go to the school. She like, but that's her coping skill when she feels uncomfortable. Any sort of discomfort, like when you experience trauma, you are very sensitive emotionally. If you've experienced trauma and you haven't worked through that shit, especially, you know, like CPTSD, where it's like a consistent trauma throughout your life. Like if it's PTSD, you may just be very raw around the particular thing that traumatized you. So you may be scared of dogs, or you may be scared of cars, or some shit like that because a dog bit you, or you got in a car accident. But when you got chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, like let's say someone is sexually abused as a child, and then they are, sexually assaulted as a teenager, and then they are, sexually harassed as a young adult. So that's like a consistent, there's more than one incident of trauma. So those situations can make you question yourself, question who you are as a person. You don't really know who you are outside of these traumatic feelings that rush through your body 24/7. You don't develop a true self. You're always in survival mode. That's who your self is. And everything you do is to escape the pain inside, And so, and none of this is 100%. So when I say this, it's not finite because nothing is perfect. So you don't just, people can develop a self outside of their trauma. It's just hard to focus on that self and create something positive without all the negativity that's going on in your mind. The negativity is a distraction from you trying to create yourself. Or you can go to the extreme where yourself just revolves around the trauma. Like you're dating people that remind you of your abuser. You are, because that type of relationship is normalized for you. It's a normal thing to have to struggle for love. This is what love is. You start to feel like, and then the abusers people, the sexual assaulters come into your life and they take advantage of that vulnerability that you have. They see that they're predators. That's why it's not the victim's fault, because everybody else that see it is like that are positive people are like telling you like, hey, you know that you do this and this triggers you, and they want to help or support you, and then this person come along and want to hurt you. That means that it can't be your fault, because other people ain't like this. Other people that you going around in your life don't treat you like this. And then, even if you were going around people that were treating you like this, that just means that you were around a bunch of predators and stuff. And, and that's the hardest one, is when you're around a bunch of predators. Because it's hard to not normalize that shit. Like if you have a family cycle of trauma, of abuse and shit like that, and everybody in your family is a narcissist or manipulative and stuff, or there's a good portion of people that are, you're just going to come out of there thinking everybody's like that. That's the way the world is. And either you're going to just be very, very passive, or you're going to fight fire with fire. And that's how a lot of narcissists and, sociopaths develop out of trauma, Now, some people can, like, that should just be sparking off in their brain and it can be born that way. But I feel like that's more rare than somebody born in trauma using narcissistic tactics as a defense mechanism to the point where they end up basically a narcissist as an adult, Or it could be both, where you're born with a susceptibility in your brain and your genetic structure. And then because you're susceptible to it, and if you're born into an environment where there is abuse and things like that, it just makes it easier for it to come out and develop and stuff like that. So yeah, you can't just, like, when you have extreme trauma, you are very sensitive a lot of the times. Chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, you are afraid of yourself. All those years of traumatic experiences have made you afraid of you. Acute post-traumatic stress disorder, one thing happens, you're afraid of that thing and things that revolve around that thing. Sexual assault is different. Like, let's say you had one sexual assault. Because it's so intimate and personal, that could still disrupt you enough to make you afraid of who you are as a person. Like, there's always outliers. So that's why nothing is perfect. It's scientific. Nothing is perfect, but it's less likely for somebody that gets in a car accident to question themselves as a person than it is for somebody who's constantly being treated like shit to question themselves as a person. The car accident person might just question themselves as a driver. Like, I can't drive, you know, blah, blah, blah. The constant abused person is questioning everything they do. Did I say that right? Did I look the right way? Did I talk the right way? What was that tone of voice that they had? Do they hate me? Maybe if I am overly promiscuous, people will love me. Maybe if I withhold sex, and no one will ever touch me, and I will be safe. And, you know, it's just a whole discombobulated situation going on. That's why it's just like, I can feel that this girl, Quinta, is a good actress, because I believe it. There's some truth in people's acting, so maybe some shit happened to her or something. I don't know, because it sounded like she had a decent mom. She said her mom was a teacher, and that's kind of how this show came about. But who knows? I don't know her life, but I know she put her foot in the acting, because I could feel it. I just need her to sit the fuck down. Sometimes we just looking at Janine. I'm glad they didn't have that girl on the show, Ashley. I don't know if they got rid of her. I mean, I didn't want them to get rid of her. I'm just saying, she was just fucking annoying. Shit. But she can't help that. She can't help that. But, you know, like, I just think it's hard to have those two frantic personalities on the show. At least for me, because they both make me anxious. Like, Ashley makes me anxious because I just feel like she's just all over the place, and she's happy and go-lucky, and she, you know, it's like, can we sit down? Can we just sit down and just take some deep breaths for 5 minutes? No, I don't want to take. Let me talk about this, and let me talk about that. And it's like, okay. Oh, okay. And then Janine over here making me feel scared for her. I'm just like, oh my God. Why did she eat that shit? Why did she eat that tuna sandwich? Why did she eat that knowing that she would get sick? Is this a self-sabotaging? Is she self-harming? What the fuck is... So anyway, she gets sick, shitting out both ends, throwing up shit and all this stuff. Tries to go to work. She can't go to work. Calls Ava. Ava stands in for her class, and Ava asks, I don't think Ava evil. I just think Ava's just really, really selfish. She's really selfish, but she has empathy at the same time. So I wouldn't say that she's a narcissist. She has narcissist tendencies or anything like that. I think that because also she has a sick mom and things like that, sometimes when you go through stuff like that, you pull inward and you just focus on yourself. She has a survival mentality. She's always thinking about money and making money and having a side hustle and looking a type of way and being a type of way. So I think she puts her pain into that stuff, and she may even have some poverty trauma, just being focused so much on her side hustles and not necessarily the school as much as she does. But she does have empathy. She you know, when we saw that, as we saw her evolution in the classroom, at first she didn't want to do shit, and quiet as kept. Gregory talking about, oh, one day is for second graders. If that was the truth, and everybody in school would not believe that substitute day was easy day. Bullshit. I call bullshit, Gregory. Substitute day was always easy day. You knew that in elementary school. Substitutes come in there, they didn't care. They will put a movie on. That's usual. That's normal, Greg. Now, is it right? I don't know. I would say it depends on how long the teacher's out. If the teacher's out for a day and it's a good teacher, that's an easy day. That's a day we didn't have to have a test. We sat up here and watched a movie all day. You know, we was chilling. The substitute was over there on their phone. It was fine. And then the teacher gonna be back on Monday, and then we're learning again. It is what it is. You got to give these kids more resiliency. They're not gonna just up and just, oh, the routine is messed up. Now it's messed up forever. Now it may take a little bit of a curve for Janine to get them back on track. Maybe half a day. You know, when she comes back, if Ava had failed completely. But like, Gregory doing too much. I was just sitting there like, why are you making Ava work so hard? Why don't you just let her but I guess they wanted to show that Ava has empathy, and she can, and they want Ava to see us. Say what? Lord, they want us to see Ava as a decent human being and not some weird ass narcissist bitch. Like, I think she just got some shit going on. I think because when you're so focused on making money and materialistic things and stuff like that, that's a coping skill. That's like, I'm focused on this because this is what I think will make me feel good. but I actually have some deep shit going on in my life that I don't really know how to deal with emotionally. So I'm going to just hyper focus on this thing. So it's not okay. No one's saying it's okay, because we all need to work on how we respond to our uncomfortable feelings. That is our own individual task to do. But it's understandable, and I don't think she's evil. Like, over the course of the day, she figured it out. She did the little curriculum thing that Janine had, and she even bonded with the kids and read them Eloise. She was almost going to talk about some shit that happened at the Hyatt or some shit with Redman, and I was like, girl, because I read about the Wu-Tang Clan and shit like that, because she was with Red and Meth. She said she was Red and Meth, and Method Man is in Wu-Tang, and I heard about them running trains and shit back in the day, and I'm just like, girl, I don't know how this story was going to go, but I feel since that popped into my head when you were talking, that we just don't need to tell these children those types of stories. I don't know if it's gonna go that way, but niggas gonna nig, so niggas be running trains. It is what it is, as long as it was consensual. And hopefully nobody got STDs, because that sucks. That's and if they did, I hope it was curable. God bless. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm not gonna judge no niggas for running trains, as long as it's consensual and the girls were of age, hopefully of an age that is older than a teenager. I just feel like I remember myself at 18, 19, 20, all the way to 27. And I still don't feel completely put together, but I didn't know who the fuck I was. I was a whole child. So hopefully they were of age, and all the things that are important when it comes to sexual interactions. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm glad she didn't tell that story. That one little girl wanted to hear about it. I was like, girl, I know you do. I know you know who Redman is, because I too will be playing the musics of my childhood to my children, just like my mom played the musics of her childhood to me. And that's why I know what Motown is and the Temptations and all the other shit, because kids today didn't know who the fuck Missy Elliott was. And I'm just looking at you, parents. I'm looking at you. Why are you not playing the music of your childhood? I don't understand. My mom played me music with cuss words, and then she told me not to say the cuss words or I will get a spanking. You can take their shit. Don't spank your children. Just take their shit. Don't, explain to them why. I always explain to children that I say it this way. I'll be like, so you love your parents, right? And they'll be like, yeah. I'm like, they're good parents, right? And they'll be like, yeah. Well, when you cuss, like, you're going to cuss around your friends and shit like that. I know, because kids are going to kid, and I'm not going to try to control what you do in the privacy of your friendships, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. But when you cuss in front of adults, they think that you don't have good parents. Do you want them to think that? And they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, yeah. They think that you have parents that say cuss words around you and that don't take care of you. And then they're going to treat your parents just like they feel. And they're going to treat them badly because you're going around school cussing. They're going to treat them like they didn't raise you right. And they'll be like thinking about it, and they'll be like, I think I'm just not going to cuss in front of adults. And usually that works. Usually they get it. You got to touch a kid's empathy, because they're people. You can't just be like, don't cuss. You can't watch that. You can't listen to, because they want to know why. They want to know why I can't do this shit. Like, just tell them. Figure out a way to explain it. Like, tell them in a way that makes sense. Dumb it down, but give them a reason so that they have a reason to not do it. They have motivation to not do it, besides, like, mommy's going to take my shit away. Like, because that doesn't always work, especially when they become teenagers and shit. I've told teenagers that so many times, and they just looked appalled, especially the girls. They'll be like, really? I'll be like, yeah. How you think these adults looking at you, a little 15-year-old cussing? Like a dadgum sailor in front of adults. I know it's weird. I know we have a weird sense of respect, because at the end of the day, how I feel is that, I treat everyone with respect, and then that starts to lower based on your behaviors towards me. I don't care how old you are, because I've seen too many 70-year-old children walking around with unhealed trauma acting like 15-year-olds. So no, you're not You're not showing me that I need to respect you in a way where I have to give you my attention. So, for kids, it's like, they feel like they people and they want respect, and they feel like you people. And there's this societal thing where we give adults respect because they're older and they're supposed to be wiser. But then when they come across adults that like are grown up children, it's very confusing for them, and they will come across those adults, and they have to know how to deal with those types of people. And so, that's what I tell them. My respect lowers as based off your behavior. And as it lowers, I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna withdraw my attention. And if I need you for something, so I'll tell kids, like if it's a teacher, you need to get a good grade, I'm just gonna be cordial. That's as much energy as I'm gonna give this, because being angry is too much energy for the situation. Being, all the things, it's just because you mad about your job. I'm not taking that shit out of this classroom with me. So, you be cordial and you get your shit done so you can get the fuck out of that class and leave. But the more you antagonize and get mad too and then take that energy, then eventually, like, it's going to feel like that class is dragging for more than a semester, because energy wasting is exhausting, and when you're exhausted, it feels like the time is dragging longer. That's not to be telling them that. Like, respect people, and it's okay if you lose respect for people, but don't put yourself in a position where you're just like them. And then you're getting in trouble and having consequences that they don't get because you're a minor. Shit like that. Like, so you gotta tell these kids, like, why are you doing shit? You gotta treat them like people. And people don't be doing that shit. People don't be telling these kids nothing. And so Ava's in his classroom, and it's just like this girl, and this is a good example of this. This girl needs help on the spelling test. And Ava's just like, well, what kind, bee, it's an animal. You know what a bee is? I was just like, but I couldn't even be mad, because I feel like that's how I was. I can't even, something in me doesn't like to teach people and watch them not get it. Especially if it's easy for me. I remember being 15 trying to teach my little cousin how to read. I did this one time, and she just could not sound out this simple word. And I was just like, what's wrong? I was horrible. It was wrong. All I can say is I was young and stupid. Now I just know myself and know that I'm not a tutor. I can talk to you about your feelings because, you feel those. It's not hard. I mean, it's hard, but it's like people are willing to talk about the things that they feel. But like putting numbers together and helping you sound out shit, and I'm just no, I don't have it in me. So I couldn't even be mad. I was just like, oh, that's how I looked when I was sitting there getting frustrated with my cousin and just looking at her like, why can't you sound, it's 3 letters. Horrible bitch. Now I just know what frustrates me, and either I brace myself for the frustration so I can get through it in a positive way, or I just avoid that shit. Like, I don't feel like, if I don't have to, like when I'm driving home from work and I'm hungry, and I'll be driving past all these places with food and things, and I just be like, I don't want to get out the car. So I end up at a fast food spot because they have a drive-thru, and I'm just like, but I know if I got out the car and went in, I would have been cold and irritated because I was cold, and then I would have had to wait, and then I would have to start the car, and it'll be dark, and I'm just going down a list, and then I'll be like, you know what, I don't feel like it. I need to get better at it though, because fast food is bad. Whatever. When she's sitting there trying to teach this child how to spell B, and then she see that she hurt the child's feelings, and so that's where the empathy kick in. She's just like, oh shit. She was like, okay, well, first of all, Gregory talked to her earlier because he gave her his whole spiel about one day, even one day. I'm like, Gregory, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't remember fucking substitute day. Shut up. When they rolled in that motherfucking TV with the VCR and shit because they didn't want to teach us nothing. Shut up. They'll be so behind. No, they won't. That was 4 words on that paper. You could have gave that test on Monday. Shut up, Gregory. I don't care. And so she felt bad, and so she printed out the test, and she was, and then she felt bad for the girl, so she helped her sound out B. And then she read Eloise to them. I'm just like, you gotta get down on these kids' levels, and that's what Ava had to learn to do in this episode. She got down on the kids' levels, and she showed us she had some empathy and that she cared, and that was nice. And I mean, but Janine got issues. Like, enough with Ava. Like, it was a pretty easy arc. Like, she learned some shit that day. She learned some shit, and she's in a stable enough place to just not be raw. Like, Janine, oh, girl. So she's sick on the couch, throwing up, doing all this, and then she comes back to school on Monday. Let me start over. So first it's Brenda and Melissa. So Brenda and Melissa are noticing that Janine is gone from school. And so they're just like, oh yeah, it's quiet in here, no one's talking, da 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 da. And they're just relieved. And I'm just like, girl, these people see you. They see the shit that's going on. And there's other teacher in there, and she was just like, and Brenda was like, oh girl, you never come in here. And the other teacher was like, yeah, Chatty Cathy keep talking and shit. I didn't want to come in here. And they just attach themselves to her. They just like they thirsty for a calmer third, basically. And I can see that Janine is exhausting. She's fucking exhausting. And I'm not saying this to say that she's a bad person. She's not a bad person. It's just like, you got them friends that got them issues, and you can only take certain amounts of them because they issues is just so overwhelming and they not doing nothing about it. And like every time you're around them, like mostly you just feel sorry for them or you feel overwhelmed, and then occasionally you'll have fun. And it's just like, okay, I can only take that in certain doses, it needs to be very structured how we hang out, because when you having your meltdowns and shit, I don't mind being a shoulder to lean on. But if it's the 5th meltdown in a week, I can only offer a shoulder for like the first 2. And then by the 3rd, I'm going to tell you that you need to go to therapy. And then by the 4th, I'm going to be like, I need to take some space for the rest of the week. Let's hang out on Monday. Let's plan something. And we can have lunch because Monday's a school day. Lunch, and eat and talk and hang out and, chill. But right now I don't have it because you've had some stuff going on every day this week. And there's nothing wrong. No, you're not a bad person. It's just I don't have the emotional capacity to be available for your emotions every day of this week. So how about we hang out on Monday and you just tell me how you're doing and we can just start the week over. You know what I mean? Like, not in a fucked up way, but it's like, how much emotion? Like, she got some shit going on every fucking week, y'all. What do you want me to say? She's exhausting. So I could see why they would want a breath of fresh air. But they was talking mad shit. And I was just like, Jacob is a good friend. He cares about Janine. I was just like, damn. He was up there defending her like, nuh-uh, she's the life of the party. She starts the conversation. She fixed everything. She would have fixed the coffee maker if she was here. I was just like, can I have a cheerleader? Can I have a even in behind my back, this nigga is cheering me on. I'm just like, yes, she does do all that, Jacob, and she's exhausting at the same fucking time. And you get exhausted too, Jacob, but you like gossip, and so most of that shit feels like gossip to you. So you can sit there and endure through this shit on a regular basis, every carpool, every morning. And whenever y'all hang out, Some people got that. Some people got that, and they don't end up falling apart. I'm not them people. I'm not them people. You gotta be honest with who you are. That's what I'm saying. It might sound mean to other people, but it's just like, I know that I will get sucked into your depression, and then my depression will start coming up, and my anxiety will start coming up, and then we'll both be sitting here depressed and anxious. So one of us gotta fucking recharge, okay? Shit, you ain't recharging because you got some shit happening every fucking week. One of us gotta fucking recharge. I'm recharging. I'm taking my time. It's my time. Okay? There. Shit. 2 fucking people sinking. Well, how does that help? How does 2 people sinking help? So fuck shit. So he's a good friend, and I just applaud him for being that's a friend that Janine needs. Somebody that'll give her that much attention, because she's not going to therapy, apparently. I hope she do. I hope the fuck she... So anyways, they meet with this other teacher, and they talking shit back and forth, and then they end up going to lunch together, and Jacob's just like, oh, Janine has been wanting to go to lunch for ages, and they've been saying that the lunch place they go to does not seat 3 people, and lying to her, and blah blah blah, and then I'm just like, Jacob, the girl is exhausting. They've constantly told her that they're not her friend. They're each other's friends. They're like work wives and shit. Like, they've known each other for years. This is different though. Like, Janine wants to be their friend, but they're not her friend. They're her friendly associates that give her advice occasionally, maybe even mentors, because they are a little bit older, but they're not her friend. Like, they've been honest to her about their position in her life, and yeah, they lie about lunch, but you know what it is. We don't need a crying Janine in the middle of the damn lounge and she's crying in class, and she's very sensitive. Okay, so sometimes you just got to tell a falsehood here and there because she's sensitive. It is what it is. You got to be honest about who your friends are. I mean, they shouldn't be talking shit though, because Janine be coming in there every day fixing shit and all this other stuff. Yeah, if they want to invite her to lunch, that's one thing, but they spend most of that time in there talking shit about her. That was not constructive. So then the teacher that they go on lunch with and shit, they come back and like there's ants on the counter and stuff, and the teacher's just this very laissez-faire chick, and she's just like, oh, we can't do anything about this, and they thought that shit was cool earlier. Now when some real shit's happening, it's like, oh, and then here comes Jacob out the woodworks talking about, you can say you miss Janine, and it was just like, whatever, Jacob. And so Janine comes back on Monday, and they're like, oh, you are your absence was infectious or some shit. And Janine's just all extra happy. And then she goes, I'm going to start ordering my chicken sandwiches a little bit raw so I can get sick more often so people will miss me. I'm just like, girl, I don't feel like it was a joke. I don't feel like it. Do you need their attention that bad? That you would just sit up here and eat raw chicken sandwich? She was smiling when she said it. And that gave me pause. I was just like, so she self-harmed by not paying her rent for 3 months and almost ending up homeless. And now she's just sliding in one of them Freudian slip jokes. A Freudian slip is where, like, you may say something jokingly or sarcastically, but there's some truth behind it. And so, girl, I want to see where this season goes, because I just feel like, I don't know what's going to happen to Janine. It's like, fuck the love story. Like, no, she got some problems. She got some fucking problems, y'all. Like, I don't care about the love story right now. I'm just like, we got the 5150 this bitch. Wait a minute. Maybe the drink has got me. No, because I was sober when I watched it. Fuck, and I felt the same. And I was just, maybe because I'm a therapist and I see like patterns lining up and behaviors and symptoms, and I don't know what that was about. Why would you say something like, why would you say I'm going to eat raw chicken to get sick so people will like me? Like, did y'all catch it? I just want her to go to therapy. I'm tired of every episode she wrecking some shit because of her anxiety and her fixiness, and it's just like, girl, let's just sit down, just sit down. Let's meditate. You know, I'm glad she has a friend. I'm curious because we haven't seen Erica in these 2 episodes. I'm curious how that friendship is going. Seeing as Janine gets so triggered and then starts doing random shit. Is she trying to fix her friend? Is she trying to fix, you know, is she trying to fix her? Is she trying to make her, not make her anything, but like try to make her life happy in a way that makes Janine feel comfortable? Like, you know, or in a way that makes Janine feel like her friend is comfortable, or like what? How's that friendship going? It's been 2 episodes. We haven't seen her. I'm just curious. I just want to know how it's going. You know, order raw chicken and eat raw chicken so she can get sick, and then they'll miss her. Wait a minute. Is that a suicide note? I'm sorry. Because she hurriedly ate that tuna sandwich. She hurriedly ate that. Like, she knew. She ain't stupid. Janine's not stupid just because she's emotionally sensitive. She knew that shit was going to make her sick. She ain't stupid talking about, oh, the sun warmed that. Nature's microwave. Shut up, bitch. No, you knew what you was doing. You're not a dummy. Janine's not a dummy. So if you knew, like you ate it, and Jacob even was like telling you, like, I got food poisoning. Remember that story I told you? Like she's constantly doing things to hurt herself. Like, no, it's noticing. Like, so were all the past mistakes like were they kind of on purpose? Like, was she self-sabotaging on purpose? Because this is a pattern at this point. Like, you knew not to mess with them lights at that school. You knew, like, maybe you didn't know the juice was going to make the children have to pee, but you knew not to go in the barber's classroom. You knew not to go in that motherfucker. It's like she's fixing, but she's self-sabotaging, and it's like a pattern. And I feel like a part of it is on purpose, because it's happening too many times. When I see patterns, I feel like this is not just a knee-jerk reaction, you know, like, because these things are calculated. You're just doing things. Maybe it's impulse. Maybe it's impulsive. Maybe it's an impulsive reaction. But I just, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Nope. I don't like it. Let's just pray for Janine. If you have a religion, a spirituality, whatever you have, you know, and, you know, atheists, just send her a good thought, you know, because this character, I don't know where she's going. And I feel fear for her. Because she keeps doing shit and it's escalating, because now she wants to eat raw sandwiches and get sick. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. She's probably not going to do that. But just the fact that she said it, like, what kind of, like, you spent 3 months without paying your rent on purpose. Like, what other thoughts go through your mind, Janine? Like, what other thoughts, you know, as far as, like, not doing something that is sustainable to your life go through your mind? I'm just curious. I just want to know. I'm just curious. So, you know, like, I could be overreacting. Sometimes I do that, but, you know, I'm just going to observe for right now. I'm just letting y'all know the things that I'm observing. And, you know, I mean, for right now, like, I can do anything, but, like, I would say I'm going to observe before I freak out. There you go. Because then you're going to see me on here like, Janine's going to die. Janine's going to. So I'm just going to observe before I get to that level. And, you know, I hope that she's okay. I hope that this character, you know, figures it out enough to, you know, because this is some other shit. This is kind of sinister. This isn't like the other sitcoms. Like, this is like The Office and shit like that, where like they're going through stuff, but they turn everything that they're going to into a joke. Like, there's like a sinister undertone with Janine and her mental health. And I'm just like, are y'all clocking it? I'm clocking it. I'm just, let's just send her prayers and thoughts and feelings and positivities and light. Send her character that, so that hopefully in the next few episodes we see some uplifting and that she goes to therapy. Or maybe that's going to be the season finale. This is just going to keep escalating and escalating and escalating and escalating till some huge shit happens. And then maybe that will push her into therapy. I don't want that to be the case. I never want people to get to the point of the explosion. But, you know, I can't control people. And I know, statistically speaking, that people are just going to do what the fuck they want to do. So, I don't even know if that's statistically speaking, but it's logic. I feel like it's logic. People just going to do what the fuck they want to do. And so, and a lot of people are going to end up doing fuck shit with their lives. And they go get to the explosion where some really bad shit happens. And so, you know, maybe that's going to be what pushes her into going to therapy and helping herself and working through whatever it is that makes her want to eat raw chicken on a consistent basis so that she can get sick like she was, where she was vomiting and diarrheaing and sweating and high and all this other stuff. You know, getting to that place, like she wants to get to that place on a regular basis so that her coworkers, who some of them aren't even her friends, will miss her. And I just feel like, what the fuck is that? Anyways, what do y'all think? I hope you enjoy. I hope you had a good time. I hope that, you know, everything is great, wonderful in your lives and magical and God bless and greatness. And, you know, let me know what you think. Do you think Janine is spiraling into some weird ass place and she severely needs help quickly and quickly? Let me calm down. See that? You know, because no, I've seen shit like this with my clients, and you be trying to stop shit from happening, and it's like, no. So, you know, what do y'all think? Because my mind is just going, and I just, why would you want to eat raw chicken? Like, why? Why would that be a joke? Gonna eat raw chicken and get sick so my co-workers will miss me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this show. Like, share, subscribe so we all can have the monies. And later days.